Hello Facebook people, I'm Konstantinos and today we're going to talk about 5 reasons that are keeping you away from scaling. Reason number 1. You're abusing the same creatives again and again and again. Just because you had some creatives that they have been working for you, it doesn't mean that you can use them all the time and just scale them infinitely. In other words, just go and watch my daily loop theory video where you can see actually in another account how 2 campaigns are cannibalizing each other when they're using the same creative while you're trying to scale, and Meta gives you exactly the same amount of sales by you spending double the amount of money. Instead of that, some of you just insist on watching only the crazy method part, and you go and you run the crazy method campaigns and you do another one. Don't abuse anything. Just try to have a complete strategy that you're going to have your testing campaign, you're going to scale with crazy method and cost caps, and you're scaling a little bit more if you have very good crazy ROAS, but then you need to scale with other creatives, other products, on attack periods, of course. The only way for you to scale without cannibalization is to use different angles. If you're having different angles into your creatives, you're going to be able to scale more. Of course, there are more traditional ways like scaling with multiple countries, multiple different products, or scaling on attack periods like Black Friday and all of that. But at the end of the day, if you want to scale and just maintain the scale for a long period of time and go for a marathon instead of a sprint, what you need to do is that you need to understand the different angles and targeting people from different perspectives. Let me give you an example, okay? So let's say that you have fishing gear equipment, okay? You can do your ads with someone who is retired, that he goes for fishing, having fun, showing how good are the products, but you can go one step further. What if you are showing in a video that with this gear, his grandson was able to catch a fish, which was his first fish, and he had this experience with his grandfather, something that he's going to remember forever. Do you think that there are going to be many grandfathers that are going to resist this offer? Hi guys, I would like to interrupt this video in order to talk to you about my Facebook ads course. It took me 6 months of video editing everything and 3 months of video shooting. And because of that, I have created the best Facebook ad course in the world. Inside, you're going to find super advanced information, but information also for beginners. It takes you by the hand in order to teach you how to do Facebook ads from the beginner level to super advanced level. It has inside Loom videos from cost caps, speed caps, Loom videos from CBO, ASC optimization. It has chosen 5 sessions, inner circle sessions, and it has a lot of theory with whiteboard, also strategies that are working all of these years, things that I have developed, things that I know that are working because I have spent millions and millions on the platform. Currently, I'm spending between 5 and 10 million every month, sometimes it's even more, across 30 accounts, and I have access to many more, so I know what is currently working and all the latest trends, and this is what I'm doing inside the course. I'm showing you live ad accounts with real spend and what is working right now. And if you want, you can click the link below, you can go and you can check some videos that I have open free for you so that you can check if you like the course or not and decide if you want to buy it or not. I will see you there. Number 2, consolidation. Just because Meta is talking about consolidation, and just because many other people on the internet talk about consolidation, because it's easier for them, because this is what they understand, it doesn't matter why. It doesn't mean that it's correct. Do you know how many people I have inside my groups, my chosen 5 mentorship on my course, that they haven't been able to scale up to 5K and they're able to scale now more? Again, I'm not talking about scaling for 1 month and then collapsing your ad account. This is completely different. I'm talking about scaling and maintaining the spend for the 1 month, the other, and scaling more even on Q4. Number 3. In order for you not to do consolidation, you need to understand what we mean when we talk about multiple strategies. It's not just running multiple campaigns. There's a whole philosophy behind it. One of the things is that number 1, for example, that you are not going to do the same creatives again and again. We're not abusing, we're just maintaining, and we're building step to step our scaling on these ad accounts. The second thing, and the most important thing in my opinion, is working with average results. Learn to have campaigns that you're maintaining and you're watching the average results. You're not just criticizing the ROAS of one campaign and you're touching it. You're ending up touching your ad account so much if you do so. You're having a pack of campaigns and you're just seeing seeing them as an average result. If the average result is good, you don't care if one of them is having 1 ROAS, you don't care if it has 1.5 ROAS, you don't care if one has 3 ROAS. You care about the average result that you're getting and if it makes sense for you and if it's profitable or not. If you're not going to do that, you're not going to be able to work with multiple campaigns. Or you will work with multiple campaigns, but you're not going to do it properly. The third thing, utilize strategies like the crazy method, but don't abuse them. And the other thing is also being able, on the same way that you're doing average results, the same way you need to be able to do average results within each of the campaigns with CB optimization. Learn how to do CB optimization. I know it's difficult, but if you don't do all of this kind of stuff, you are not going to work with multiple campaigns in the most cost-efficient way and the most correct way. So number 3 is working with average result, which is one of the most important things that people are neglecting because they just want to touch that account a lot. And the people that are not doing that, they're just doing one campaign, but they're accusing that multiple campaigns are not working. But the reason that they're not working is the fear.
My anxiety has kept me up for over 50 hours.
They're having fear and they cannot combat the fear of not touching their account because they think that a small touch here and there is going to fix their account instead of working with average results on the ad account and let the ad account and the algorithm do its job. Number 4, you're just having bad numbers and you don't understand it. You don't understand it maybe because you don't have the experience, you haven't scaled other ad accounts. Most of the times we are having a high ROAS ad account like 5, 6, 7 ROAS, whatever, with a very small spend, which means that we're not scaling enough. And we're scaling that and the ROAS is dropping. The ROAS are not increasing as we're scaling another account. Of course, it's not going to happen. It's up to you to have friendly numbers inside the platform in order to scale as much as you can. Because just scaling with strategies is not an option. We are scaling also because we are having good numbers. If, for example, instead of having $60 AOV, you're going to be able to have 70, then you're going to have more friendly numbers, your break-even ROAS is going to be different, and you're going to be able to scale more. Last but not least, understand that this is not a sprint, but it's a marathon. And I have seen again and again other accounts collapsing because somebody has scaled it too much. Most of the times it's one campaign because imagine that all the steps that I explained to you earlier that we are building with the different campaigns, the multiple campaigns and all of that, that means that if something bad is happening, you can go down one step, you can go down one step. If you have one campaign and you overscale it, then guess what is going to happen? The whole account is going to collapse. So it's a completely different approach. And I have seen it again and again happening from people that they're hustlers and they just want to become rich over a month and buy a Lambo.
It's Brittany.
Like if they're going to be able to afford the Lambo after the second month that they're not going to be making any money.
I am running away from my responsibilities. It feels good.
So it doesn't make any sense. Treat it like a long term and like a real business because dropshipping or any other e-commerce store, normal e-commerce store can be a real business and you can work and live out of it and make a lot of money. As long as you don't treat it as a hustle or something that you're going to do on the side, or as long as you don't treat it as something that you will just make some money and then close it and then repeat it all over again. Because guess what? The fact that you have found success with something, it doesn't mean that the success is going to be there for you every single day or every single month after that, unless if you're so good on product sourcing or whatever, which means that you have a talent. And here we're not talking about individuals that they are super talented, that they are finding their way. We're talking about the majority of the people that they just want to follow something that makes sense and a lot of other people are doing. In other words, I'm not trying to tell you to follow something that is the exception of the rule. I'm telling you to follow something that has worked for many people, for many other accounts of mine, for many of my students, for many of my friends, for many other freelancers. Bonus: fear. Fear is the most difficult thing to surpass when it comes to Facebook ads. Whether if it's your money or not your money, you need to start treating the money as credits. It's not money anymore. If you're spending 1K, you're saying I'm spending 1K credits. You don't see it as money because we're spending a lot of money on the ads platform. We should not just tie everything to the money, especially if it's our money. We have to treat it with cold blood data and just see and treat it as credits. So I'm spending 1,000 credits today. I'm not spending $1,000 today or 5 or 50 or $100,000 today. Okay? You need to overcome your fear because this is going to help you scale even further, because you're going to be able to have bigger budget campaigns. But the whole secret here is, except from experience, which is going to help you do so, If you're not afraid, you're going to treat it in the same way. A common question that I make to my students is when they're doing CB optimization, for example, the ones of you that you understand CB optimization, you will understand the example, is when they lower the budget to stop the optimization, I do ask them, would you have done the same if this wasn't a $400 campaign, for example, and it was just a $100 campaign? Would you lower the budget just to stop it? Many times the answer is no, because they are treating something which is having a higher budget with more fear, comparing to a smaller budget campaign, which they're not afraid that they're going to give it more time, they're going to optimize it more freely or with more flexible rules. Of course, the fear goes away with either a mentor, of course, which is going to be next to you and you're not going to be afraid because of that, or through knowledge. I have the solution for both. First of all, with knowledge, I have my course. You can go and check it and you can see all of the different lessons that I have inside, from theory to advanced things, Loom videos about CB optimization, and even chosen 5 sessions inside from sessions that I have done with others, and you can see how they have been benefited. You can see all the reviews below from the people that they have completed it, and you can also check the link that I have in the description, which is a free course, which is part of the main course basically. Exactly videos that you're going to find also on the main course. You can check it and you can see if this is something that you like, and then you can decide if you want to buy the main course. The other thing that I have for you is mentorship. I have the chosen 5 programs where we're doing sessions one-on-one. Of course, it's for higher spending individuals that they are spending more money so that we can have something to talk about. Not if you're spending 100 or 200 per day. We need bigger budgets there because it's a mentorship program, it's more advanced, it's daily calls, and you can see below all the testimonials from the people that they have completed it and if they liked it or not. Don't forget, guys, that until we meet again, be creative and be consistent.